From cleaner data and faster forecasts to formulas that fill in automatically, Microsoft has made some major upgrades to Excel. If you work in FP&A, this is going to completely shift how you build models, clean data, and more. In this video, we're breaking down 6 new Excel features for 2026 we think you should know about. So let's get started. First up, Agent Mode. Agent Mode is one of the new Excel 2026 functions we're most excited about. The AI-powered feature makes it easier to build, edit, and analyze Excel workbooks using Microsoft Copilot. So let's take a look. Generally available if you have a commercial Microsoft 365 Copilot license or are a Microsoft 365 Premium subscriber. Agent Mode lets you describe exactly what you want to create or edit, whether it's a report or a complex spreadsheet, a dashboard, or a pivot table. Once you've entered your description, all you need to do is wait while Agent Mode builds it. It not only lets you do all of that in just a matter of moments, it also gives you a step-by-step breakdown describing exactly what it did and how. That way, you can understand its reasoning and be confident in the results, or make any changes you need to. If you're a finance professional, this is a game changer. You can build financial models, generate monthly close reports or variance analysis, and create interactive dashboards all in minutes. Meanwhile, you still get visibility into each step the AI agent took to complete the process, so you can be confident that the AI is pulling the right data and taking an approach you can trust. You can also choose which large language model you want using Agent Mode, whether it's OpenAI's ChatGPT or Claude by Anthropic. That way, you can use the AI model that suits your specific task best. Speaking of Claude, let's talk about another one of the new Excel AI features we've seen introduced for 2026, the Claude in Excel add-in. The Claude in Excel add-in is another new integration that has a wide range of uses. Its approach is more conversational than Agent Mode, and it's good when you need more control over each step in the process of building whatever it is you want to build. Just keep in mind that unlike Agent Mode, which doesn't require a separate paid Claude license, Claude in Excel requires a Claude Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise plan. Let's see what it looks like. As you can see, Claude in Excel is basically the assistant you've always wanted, especially if you're in a field like FP&A. Data inconsistency can be a huge issue for finance teams, but the Claude AI add-in can clean up and format your data in seconds. You can also do things like create and debug formulas or create financial models. The add-in is also useful for building pivot tables, charts, and other visuals. You can use it for scenario modeling and what-if analysis too. You just need to add your prompt and you've got all of the power at your fingertips. What makes it especially useful for FP&A, outside of the data cleaning benefits, is its ability to reconcile data and flag variances, which can speed up your processes like your monthly financial close. And as with Agent Mode, every action it takes is logged, so you have full transparency into everything Claude does. At this point, you're probably seeing a theme. It's no surprise that many of the new Excel features in 2026 revolve around AI. And we're not done with them yet. There are a couple of new Copilot in Excel updates we think will be especially interesting to finance teams. If writing formulas in Excel isn't your idea of time well spent, you're in luck. Microsoft is currently rolling out more formula help for users with a Copilot license. Formula completion was already introduced in the fall of 2025. It completes formulas automatically using context clues like your column headers to guide it. The newest formula help goes one step further, letting you ask Copilot to build a formula from scratch. Just type in what it is you hope to accomplish. Maybe you want to calculate total profit, for example, or the total rate of return, and it will fill in the formula you need. You can choose to keep or discard the suggestion it gives you. The same feature lets you modify existing formulas just by describing the changes that you want to make. You can ask your formulas to integrate with different data sources or edit the formatting as well. This promises to be a time saver for finance teams, letting you accelerate the creation of even complex formulas. Now, rather than spending time building formulas, you can spend it on higher value strategic work. Another new Excel feature now generally available in 2026 is the Clean Data option in Copilot. This again lets you easily clean up your data, and for finance, where preparing data can traditionally take a lot of time-consuming manual effort, this is particularly useful. While Agent Mode has data cleaning capabilities as well, the Clean Data tool is especially good for quick, immediate fixes, and simple errors. To access it, all you need to do is select the Clean Data menu item in Copilot. Let's take a look. You can apply this data cleaning function to 3 types of errors: inconsistent text, number formatting issues, and extra spaces. These are all common issues we face in finance that can impact the accuracy of processes like forecasting or variance analysis. The Clean Data tool will point out any of these inconsistencies or issues, showing you exactly where they exist and giving you the option of fixing them with a click. You can also easily undo the changes if you decide you don't want them after all. Clean and usable data is a theme with the next Excel feature we're going to take a look at as well, which is the updated version of Power Query. Also known as Get and Transform, Power Query was already a powerful ETL tool that helps you import or connect to external data from Excel and mold that data according to your needs, changing data types, merging tables, and so on. Now, Microsoft has made Power Query generally available on the web. This is something Excel Power users have long been waiting for. It lets you import, transform, and automate your data workflows in your web browser. It's another win for your data environment because it gives you the power to connect disparate data sources, clean up data, and make it more usable so you can avoid manual data entry. The web version of Power Query also lets you collaborate in real time, refresh your data automatically, and share data workflows across users without any installation required, all within a more modern interface than the desktop version. For finance, this is useful for consolidating data and automating processes like monthly reporting. That's not all that's new to Power Query either. There's also a new Get Data dialog box in Excel for Windows. This is an easy-to-use starting point with built-in search and quick access to data sources. It's intuitive and makes connecting to external data sources easier than ever. The 6th and final feature I want to share is the new updated Python in Excel connection. Available for business and enterprise users, and in preview for family and personal users, Python in Excel lets you write Python formulas directly in your Excel cells to create advanced visualizations. You can use it for machine learning, predictive analytics and forecasting, and apply advanced data cleaning techniques. Python in Excel basically gives FP&A a new bag of tricks to work with, taking some of the frustration out of the reporting cycle by helping to automate data cleanup and making complex tasks simpler to execute. This is what it looks like. Now, Python in Excel is even more integrated into the Microsoft 365 landscape, with wider, more mature availability, even across Mac and web interfaces. There's a dedicated panel to write, manage, and debug Python scripts, making it easier to work with, even if you're dealing with longer, more complicated scripts. And a new default initialization editing feature lets you better control how Python initializes your workbook, customizing your imports, defaults, and configurations so that you're working in your preferred environment every time you open your workbook. This makes it potentially even more powerful for FP&A teams. Those are the new Excel features we think are going to change the game for FP&A in 2026. But even though Excel is getting smarter, it still doesn't solve the challenge of planning across the business, with multiple department heads participating in budget cycles and so much data to draw from. And that's a gap finance teams are starting to feel. With Vena's 100% native Excel interface, our solution lets you benefit from all of these new Excel innovations while mitigating the data fragmentation and version control issues that come from using spreadsheets alone. Our core data governance makes it possible to create a single, controlled source of truth that consolidates data from across your source systems in a way Excel can't do on its own. Learn more by going to venasolutions.com or subscribing to our YouTube channel. In the meantime, want to learn more Excel tips and tricks? Leave a comment to tell us what you'd like us to explore next. And if you found this video helpful, give us a like too.